I see you. I can't hear anything in the courtroom.
John, I'm the same way.
Welcome to the April 15th, 2020 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I.D. Bright of Chairman. Commissioners present to the April 15th, 2020 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I.D. Bright of Chairman. Commissioners present to the April 15th, 2020 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I.D. Bright of Chairman. Commissioners present to the April 15th, 2020 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I.D. Bright of Chairman. Commissioners The Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of the Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as the basis for decisions. The commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial, or defer for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the circuit court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda as it is called. Other public comments are best addressed to the city council. Okay, does anyone have any additions or changes to the agenda tonight? Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I move that we approve the agenda as it's been stated.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion to approve the agenda as presented. Greg Moon seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Just we raise hands since you can't see people.
Raise hand, okay. Any opposed? Okay, we have no old business, new business. Everyone that's going to be here you will pick up your C of A from Bobby. We're not going to hand them out tonight. We will. Okay, level 1, 44 Kings Highway, wood background for signage, Eureka Springs Community Center. Level 3, 275 North Main, construction of lodging unit Simmons. Level 2, 37 North Main, replace parking lot fence, Grand Central Hotel. Level 3, 5 Prospect, demolition, new construction of residence, Hunter. Level 2, 8 Washington, coat 1 chimney, reapproval of lowering another chimney, Bannister. Level 2, 12 Summit, storm door on garage entry door, Davis. Level 2, 186 to 190 Spring Street, remove 2 chimneys, Eureka Springs Public Library. Level 2, 3 Judith Street, garage door, Bradley. Level 1 and 2, 119 North Main, rear deck, outside seating area, Riviera. Level 2, 42 Kings Highway, standalone rear deck, Riviera.
I move that we discuss levels 1, 2, and 3 work at the addresses as listed on the summary of facts.
Second.
Maggie Haig made the motion to approve all level, well, 1 through 10. And Judy Holden made the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, I vote unanimous. John, okay, I see. Do you approve, John?
I voted aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 44 Kings Highway, 200 building is a level 1 Eureka Springs Community Center. The applicant is the same, construction date 1980s to the 2000s. It is not contributing. The request is wood background and signage space. And Diane's here, you want to come up to the mic here? Okay, and Judy's going to, Maggie's going to read the summary of facts.
The summary of facts as presented on the application. A, 7 wood backgrounds for signs will each be 1x6 cypress vertical shiplap, which will weather to gray and be coated with polyurethane varnish. See photos 1, 2, and 3. B, backgrounds will be attached with furring strips attached to mortar joints with number 10 screws set 2 inches deep at 16 inches OC. See elevation drawing number 4. Strips are already applied to the walls. C, backgrounds will each be 6 foot in height and 6 foot in width. D, a 4x6 foot corten panel will span part of wood background and part of brick. And E, a 2 foot by 3 foot individual business signs will be attached to corten panel as space is rented.
Is that correct? Diane says that is correct. Do you guys have questions for Diane? Want her to come to the mic?
So these can be removed in the future if need to.
You need to come up to the mic.
We need to do a motion first.
No, Maggie already did that.
They're designed so that they can be removed, so they're installed.
These can be removed in the future.
So that if they're removed.
You need to come up to the
Could
mic.
you please introduce yourself? Sorry.
No, Maggie already
Thank you.
did that. Thank you. Any other questions of Diane? Now we need the other
I
motion.
move that the proposed work at 44 Kings Highway is compatible with the state of the U.S. Secretary of Interior standards
Could you
for
please
rehabilitation
introduce
of
yourself?
historic buildings,
Sorry.
as well as
No.
Eureka Springs Historic
Thank
District
you. Thank you.
guidelines.
Any other
As
questions
moved.
of Diane?
Level, I work.
Now we need the other
I move that the proposed work at 44 Kings Highway is compatible with the state backgrounds Secretary of Interior to be approved according to the agreed upon summary of facts, as well as presented. Eureka Springs Historic Guidelines.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Level, I work.
Greg Moon made the motion. Judy Holden seconded. Any other comments?
Secretary of Interior to be approved according to the
All in
agreed upon
favor?
summary of facts.
Aye.
Aye.
Do I have a second? Was approved and unanimous. Greg Moon made the motion. Judy Holden seconded. Any other comments? 275 North Main. Level 3. Property owner Patricia Fitzsimmons. Applicant Travis Holloway. Construction new. Contributing no. New construction of lodging unit. We need to wait a minute for
We can take turns.
to Travis to come up.
You want to read?
No, that's fine.
But I was gonna say, we can take turns. I'll run out of gas by the end of this.
Well, we can go half and really. Okay.
Hi, Travis, if you'll come up to this mic, please. And state your name for us. And Maggie's going to read you the summary of facts.
The summary of facts as presented on the application. A, new building will be located on Main Street in front of parking area. Numbers 1, 2, site plans, and number 3, photo. B, the unit will be 12 foot by 32 foot on stone pillars. See number 4, elevation drawing. And C, all details and materials to match existing buildings, vinyl windows, smart trim and siding, architectural asphalt shingle roofing. See photo number 5. B, the unit will be 12 foot by 32 foot on stone pillars. See number 4, elevation drawing.
Any questions of Travis?
I have one question, quick one I'd like to ask. I noticed on the drawing, on the location on the, it would be the west-south corner. Is it going to be leaning over into that Leatherwood Creek that we have running there? Okay, because that's what the picture shows. All right. This one. On the location on. Thank you.
Yeah, it's, I can't see in here, Judy. There's 2 trees that's in this area, and they have pink ribbon on them, and it's going to be right in there. Those trees are coming down, I assume, and, okay, right in that area. John, any questions?
No.
I move the proposed work at 275 North Main Street is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines number 29, new construction. And move that the level 3 work for new construction of a lodging unit be approved according to the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion. Maggie Haig seconded. Any other questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Unanimous. And Travis is our next person also. So 37 North Main parking lot is a level 2. Property owner is Grand Central Hotel. Applicant is Travis Holloway. Construction date not surveyed. It is not contributing. Replace wood picket fence with decorative metal fence. And Maggie will read you the facts, summary of facts.
The summary of facts as presented on the application. A, existing wooden fence is rotten and unsafe in spots. B, the new metal fence will be 42 inches in height, as in photo number 1. C, fence will run same length as existing on north side of parking lot.
Yes, that's correct.
As presented on the application. A, existing wooden fence is rotten and unsafe in spots.
Any questions of Travis?
Have any idea how long that wooden fence has been up there?
I really don't.
It's not a whole old fence, though, is it?
It's probably not that old, but it's not structurally sound. It's been hit with cars a couple of times, and the connections to the sidewalk are broken off. And
No historical significance to the fence or any kind that you know of?
what is it?
Historical significance to the fence?
I don't believe so.
Greg, do you remember? Because you worked at Grand Central at one time.
Been there for a long time.
The connections to the sidewalk are broken off.
No historical significance to the fence or any kind?
What is it?
Historical significance to the fence?
Well, I know
It was here.
it was replaced, parts of it was replaced since I've been here, and that's only been 18 years. So,
Did the car hit that one time?
yeah, I think so. So I think they just rebuilt it.
The wood looks fairly new, but
Yeah. I think not too long ago, I remember Ruth, when she was managing some of that other property before it sold, she was out there painting and fixing it, I think. It's been replaced in the last 10 years, I think.
the wood spindles themselves aren't too bad, but the structural components are worn and broken.
I move that the proposed work at 37 North Main Street is compatible with U.S. Secretary of Interior standards for rehabilitation of historic buildings as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines. Fences and freestanding walls, and move that the level 2 work for new fence be approved according to the agreed upon summary facts as presented.
Second.
Any questions, John?
Nope.
Oh, John seconded it. Okay, we'll let him. Okay, Steve Holyfield made the motion. John made the second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any questions, John? Passed unanimously. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Travis. And you'll get your CFAs from Bobby. We're
Okay.
not handing them out tonight.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? All in favor? Our next one is 5 Prospect, Level 3. Property owner Lori and Vance Hunter, applicant Butch Berry. Construction date 1945. Contributing no. Demolish house, new construction of single family residence. Level 3. Property owner Lori and Vance.
The summary of facts as presented on the application. House has been vacant since 2018. See building officials report. B, new owners received approval to remove garage and breezeway addition on 2/11/2020 and approval for addition on 3/4/2020. C, due to deterioration of foundation and floor joists, approval is requested for demolition. Building official report with photos number 1 through 8. D, new construction will keep the architectural features of the original house and the previously approved addition. Architectural renderings number 9 through 12, photos number 15. E, new house dimensions will be slightly larger than the original house, site plan number 13. And F, materials will be the same as those previously approved for addition.
Is that correct, Butch? And I need to read a letter. HDC Commission. On April 6, 2020, I performed a proposed demolition inspection at 5 Prospect. The following is the result of the inspection. And all these pictures attached are what the building inspector took. I'll put them up throughout the meeting. The exterior seal plate and rim joist are in severe state of rot. The downstairs floor area has numerous floor joists missing or severe rot. The exterior concrete walls shows signs of water leakage, both front and sides. I noticed a 4-inch asbestos pipe. This type of piping was allowed for venting purposes on gas-fired appliances years ago. That runs from the floor heater located in the crawl space through both floors and out through the roof. I estimate the pipe to be approximately 25 to 30 feet long. The removal of this piping will require extreme care and caution. No method of removal should cause dust from the pipe. Use personal protective equipment for all involved with the removal: gloves, masks, possible disposal suits, etc. It is my opinion that in order to perform the repairs needed, a demolition would be required. Sincerely, Bobby Ray, Building Inspector. You guys have questions?
So we approved the other additions before. Now we come up with the building itself is not savable.
Does this work?
Yes.
Okay. When we went in after we got the approval the last time, and I went in the basement or the bottom floor, all of a sudden I realized that the main girder wasn't even attached. It had rotted off. And then as more as I got it, because it tore open the floor. And then as I got to more inspection, I got to noticing that the entire floor was almost rotted. And at that point, I determined as an architect that it was going to cost more to try to repair everything than to tear it down and to put it back. And at that point, we were also within the limitations of the design on the interior design. So it was better off if we just tear it down and start up, get a better project, better house. And the owners liked the original plan, you know, in keeping the shutters and everything and the gables and all that. So basically all we've done was extend out the back about another 2 or 3 feet. But the length is the same. Same type of material, same roof pitch. So in essence, it's going to look about the same, almost 95%. You won't tell the difference from what you had approved originally.
But would you state your name for the record, please?
Butch Berry Architect.
Thank you. I should have reminded you.
Sorry, at 110 North Main Street.
Do you know what year this house was built? Approximately?
1945. Yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
John, do you have any questions of Butch?
No.
Okay.
I move that the proposed work at 5 Prospect is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of the Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines number 12 demolition and number 29 new construction. And move that the level 3 work to demolish house and new construction of a single family residence be approved according to the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Second.
Judy Holden made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimously, aye.
Thank you all.
Judy Holden made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. Any other comments? Okay. And we don't have anybody else here for this evening, so we will move on through. 8 Washington Street, Level 2, Henry Bannister's owner, applicant the same, construction date 1892. It is not contributing. Coat 1 chimney, reapproval to lower 2nd chimney. These, let's go ahead and read the summary of facts, but they have been faxed and they were affirmed via email.
Summary of facts as presented on the application. Facts affirmed via email. A, Neither chimney is original to the house. Photo 2. B, white chimney on number 1 on south side has falling brick in upper part of stack. Photos 3, 4, 5, 6. Number C, chimney number 1 is made of the same brick as chimney number 2 on Washington, which was previously approved for coating due to similar brick spalling. D, the mason determined that the whole chimney would need to be coated to prevent further spalling. The chimney will be painted to match trim. E, red chimney number 2 on east side will have top 5 feet removed, also due to spalling brick. Photo number 8. This was previously approved on the 7th of the 20th of 2016. The chimney will be painted to match trim. E, red chimney number 2 on east side will
Comments?
have top 5.
A motion?
I move that the proposed work at 8 Washington Street is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of the Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines. Number 9, chimneys. And move that the level 2 work to coat one chimney and reapprove lowering second chimney be approved according to the agreed upon summary facts as presented.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Ayes were unanimous. Steve Holyfield made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. Any other comments or questions? All in favor? 12 Summit Street, Level 2. Property owner Debbie Davis. Applicant same. Construction date 1905. House garage 2011. Contributing yes house, no to the garage. Request storm door on garage entry door. And you want to read the summary effects? And again, this one was affirmed by email.
Summary of facts as presented. A, new storm door will cover entry door to garage, which was built in 2011, photo number 1. B, new storm door will be Anderson 36 inches by 80 inches, 2000 series white universal full view aluminum door, storm door, spec sheet number 2.
Any comments or questions? Do I have a motion?
I move the proposed work at 12 Summit Street is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines. Number 49, storm windows and doors, and move that the level 2 work to add storm door to garage entry door be approved according to agreed upon summary facts as presented.
Second.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion. Maggie Haig made the second. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes were unanimous. Next, we have 186 to 190 Spring Street, Level 2. Eureka Springs Public Library is the property owner. Applicants the same. Construction date 1900. Contributing yes. Request removal 2 chimneys on rear of building. Summary of facts.
Summary of facts as presented on the applications. Facts affirmed via email. A, both chimneys are deteriorated. B, chimney number 1 on rear of building is not original according to the 1909 and the 1914 Sanborn fire maps. See photo number 1, see 1914 map section. C, chimney number 2 is very close to limestone bluffs. D, chimney number 2 that protrudes through roof in rear of building is probably original, but cannot be seen from Spring Street due to its location and the clerestory in front of it.
And these summary of facts were affirmed via email. Any questions, comments?
I'd like to point out under 9 chimneys, number A, original chimneys which are prominent features of the structure should not be removed or changed. I just want to point out that one sentence, that these are not prominent, they're not seen from the street, they're not a major component of the building look from any way, shape, or form.
Do I have a motion?
I move that proposed work at 186-190 Spring Street is compatible with U.S. Secretary of Interior's standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines, number 9 chimneys. And move that the level 2 work to remove 2 chimneys be approved according to the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Should we read the letter received from the library?
Glenna and I didn't think it was necessary just for our time restraints here, unless you guys think it is.
Looks like it's all in the summary of facts.
Okay.
Second.
Any other questions?
Should we read the letter received?
Steve Holyfield made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The ayes were unanimous. 3 Judas Street, level 2. Property owner J.R. Ratliff, applicant Janie Bradley. Construction date 1965, not contributing. Request new garage door. And this would be the old Napa building.
Summary of facts is presented on the application. Facts affirmed via email. A, new tenants are opening an organic garden supply center. B, garage door will be located on north side of the building to facilitate loading as seen in photo number 1. C, garage door will be Pella traditional garage door, 96 inches by 84 inches, insulated white single. Spec sheet number 2.
Questions or comments? Do I have a motion?
I move that proposed work at 3 Judas Street is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of the Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings, as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines, number 16 doors. And move that the level 2 work to add a garage door be approved according to agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Second.
Any other comments or questions? Steve Holyfield made the motion. Judy Holden seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And ayes was unanimous. 119 North Main Street, level 1 and 2. Property owner Keith Riviera, applicant same. Construction date 1885, contributing yes. Request rear deck and patio fire pit. Summary of facts.
Summary of facts is presented on the application. Facts affirmed via email. A, deck was previously approved on 6/16/2016. B, deck will be located on rear of building by existing French doors, number 1 photo. C, deck dimensions 8 feet by 10 feet with 2 inches by 2 inches square railings height per code, number 3 elevation. D, material pressure treated lumber. E, flagstone patio and fire pit located above wall on adjacent line, number 2 photo.
Comments, questions?
I didn't think we had approved yard features like fire pits. Is there a reason we're approving this, Glenna?
It's a patio.
It's a patio, it's more of a patio.
It's a small patio. So your code says, your guidelines say you approve built features.
Do I have a motion?
I move that the proposed work at 119 North Main Street is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines number 12, commercial decks, and number 24, landscaping, and move that levels 1 and 2 work to add rear deck and patio be approved according to the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Second.
Any other comments or questions? Maggie Hay made the motion, Judy Holden seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the ayes were unanimous.
Second.
42 Kings Highway, Level 2, property owner Keith Riviera, applicant same. Construction date not surveyed. Contributing no. Request standalone covered deck in rear parking area. Summary of facts.
Summary of facts is presented on the application. Facts affirmed via email. A, deck is currently on site at another property. It will be disassembled and moved to rear parking area behind the cabins by the food truck, number 3 site plan. B, deck is wood, 15 feet by 16 feet with an open pergola type roof, number 1 and number 2 photos.
Any questions or comments? We'll have a motion.
I move the proposed work at 42 Kings Highway is compatible with the U.S. Secretary of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as well as the Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines, number 12, commercial decks. And move that the level 2 work to add a covered deck to rear parking area be approved according to agreed upon summary facts as presented.
Second.
Any other comments or questions? Steve Holyfield made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
And the affirmative, yes, has it. Okay. We have no consent agendas. Administrative approvals by the City Preservation Officer, applications for repair and work involving no changes in materials, plus signs and changes in roofing and paint colors. These are all posted on the city website, so for time constraint, please go on. They're all level 1s that our city administrators already approved. Commissioner business. Approval of our minutes from February 19th, 2020. Maggie was absent, but we do have a quorum to vote.
I move we approve the minutes for February 19th, 2020.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion. Judy Holden seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Greg, Judy, Steve, and John all said aye. Any opposed? Okay, approval of minutes for March 4th, 2020. John, just a moment, John was absent and Judy was absent.
I move we approve the minutes for the meeting of March 4th, 2020.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion to approve the minutes. Greg Moon seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So Greg Moon, Maggie Hay, Steve Holyfield, and Dee Bright said aye. Any opposed? And now we're switching, John. We're turning this one in front of the other. The temporary extensions of administrative approval to all applications that clearly meet guidelines. Level 2 and level 3 applications would be sent to commissioners with the option of any commissioner adding them to the next scheduled regular meeting agenda for discussion and vote. What are your guys' thoughts on letting our city preservation officer do this? This is just during this time period. If it's clear, and no question, you know, if it's questionable, she'll put it on the agenda. But if it's not questionable and meets all the guidelines, she would send it out to us to look at it. If Steve would think, no, I want to put it on the agenda, you have that option. What are you guys' thoughts?
This would end when everything's opened back up or some official
Yes.
dates given or something.
I think it's a great idea.
John? What are your thoughts?
I don't really have any comments.
Okay. Does somebody want to make
I
that
make a
motion?
motion that we temporarily extend the administrative approval to all applications that clearly meet the guidelines.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion to approve for temporary, and Greg Moon seconded. Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
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 It was unanimously voted aye. Okay, then we'll discuss having one HDC meeting in May. And Glenna and I discussed this morning that if you guys approved what we just did, that we could wait till May 20th for our next meeting. What do you guys think?
I agree with that.
I agree.
John?
Agreed.
Okay, so somebody want to make that motion?
I make the motion that our next HDC meeting will be held on May 20th of 2020.
Second.
Judy Holden made the motion. Greg Moon seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? It was unanimously aye that our next meeting will be May 20th, 2020. Does anybody have comments, or do you want to skip that for?
Everybody stay safe.
Stay safe. Okay, do I have John, any comments?
No comments.
Okay, a motion for adjournment, please.
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
Steve Holyfield made the motion to adjourn. John Knuckles seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? It was unanimous.